Our next guest wants to make light work of your home decorating. Please welcome the author of Instant Interiors, Gail Brown. Hi, Gail. Thanks for coming in. Now we're talking about making light work. So we're talking about lampshades.
We are, and everyone's got a lampshade that is either soiled, worn, or just needs customization to fit into their home.
Right, so you're going to show us how we don't have to go out and buy a whole new lamp, but we can redo the lamps that we have. Now here's a good example of an old yellow lampshade that, I get a lot of these that look like this. Probably you do too.
I think everyone does.
Yeah.
And we can easily, Bonnie, make a fabric cover for that and create our own pattern, even if you don't sew at all.
Oh, good, good, good. So we start out with what? Oh, this is what we're going to be doing.
This is our finished lampshade cover, and you notice I've used kind of a light color because we want the light to shine through. It's
adorable.
It's a no-sew technique. And Bonnie, let's take our soiled lampshade and a pen, and I'm just going to start placing it on my fabric, and I have about a half a yard of fabric here.
Okay.
And then as I trace, would you help me draw the lines?
Yeah, we've already started
here, so I'll roll. I started at one seam, and then you're just going to roll it around like this.
How do you know how far to go here?
Well, you're going to make one line against the lampshade, and it doesn't matter if
right?
Yes, you're doing it perfectly. And it doesn't matter if you get on the lampshade a little bit because you're going to cover it anyway. And then you go around like that. And then we're going to do the inside edge too.
Okay,
quick, like inside edge.
Inside. This really helps to have somebody do this with you.
I think this is
I can see
a buddy project. My children have helped me do this before.
They have?
Yes. And then once you get there, all you're going to do is draw our line here. That'll be our seam.
Oh, freehand we get to do.
Freehand. In fact, don't worry about that at all. I never measure.
Oh.
And then half-inch seam allowances that I just add on.
Okay.
Like that. And you're done. And what you get
is... Here, I'll start cutting this
you cut. Here. And after you cut, Bonnie, what we're going to get is...
See if we can get this going.
What I call in my book a poodle skirt cover.
Oh, sure. Well, let's talk about the fabric now for a minute. How do we choose the fabric for the room, and is there a certain kind that we need to do? Now, this is very thin. Feels like cotton.
I like a mid or lightweight cotton.
Okay.
Works very well. You don't need to worry about flame retardancy because it doesn't sit next to the bulb. But I like to keep it about 3 inches away from the bulb itself and stick to the wattage requirements that are given on the socket of your lamp.
Okay, so we don't have to worry too much then about the flame retardant, but keep it away from that bulb.
Right, right.
Okay, very good. Now, okay, I got to ask you the question that I think of right now. How do I choose what kind of material I'm going to put on this lamp as far as decorating in my room?
Simply place it over your lamp, your current lampshade, turn the light on and off, look at it day and night, and see how you like it.
Oh, okay, so because it's going to make a difference? Oh, I wouldn't have realized that.
Yes, it'll make a big difference as far as the light goes.
So if we have like a blue, a darker blue around there, then...
It's going to be a cooler atmosphere, red, warmer.
Okay, so we might make this and then decide we don't like it, so we want to test it first.
Right,
Okay, so we've got this cut out.
We've got it cut out. We've got our poodle skirt shape. And then, Bonnie, would you help me glue this down?
Now, this is just a glue stick.
Just glue stick, like we use in the office.
Okay.
Anything like that. And glue on that inside edge.
I got a big hunk of glue here.
And you don't really have to worry. Just kind of...
Just get it in there.
Smooth it out with your finger.
Can we use any kind of glue? Like, I like glue, those hot glue guns.
I don't like to use glue guns on the shades. They're a little too messy.
Okay.
I like craft glue or the glue stick.
Okay, so we stick with this.
Watch what I do here, Bonnie. I just roll this over with my fingers. And you see how easily that sticks on that inside edge? And because this is a bias cut in our fabric, it doesn't ravel.
Oh, all right. So if we had patterns like, let's say we had something a little more splashy than this blue. Let's say we had some flowers, big flowers or something. Is there something that we need to keep in mind as far as measuring and cutting and how the pattern's going to look on the
What I think is a good idea is to do your poodle skirt pattern, look at it, and then place it on your shade and see how the light reflects through it.
Okay. So as far as the pattern, it really doesn't matter.
It really doesn't matter. It can be random.
Okay. So we've got that glued on the bottom and the same thing on the top.
Correct.
Well, that's not that hard.
No, very easy.
Stick that on there.
I completed this sample, or can complete this in a half an hour or less.
Oh, that's not bad. Now, we've got water here.
Okay, the water is in case you have a small boo-boo and have a wrinkle in your shade. Bonnie, can you just squirt all we do, and what that does on a cotton is that it, after it dries, shrinks it to make it taut.
Ooh, so that'll make it look even more professional.
And you don't have to do this, only if you have wrinkles.
Okay, all right, very good. Hopefully we won't if we follow the steps. Now, look at this one. This is the next thing you're going to show us. This is so cute.
In my book, I call this socking the shade. Socking the base, excuse me. And all I've done is take a piece of fabric and covered up the base of a very basic lamp. And let's do it.
Okay, let's. You know, I've seen this sometimes, and it's kind of padded in there. Can we put some padding in
there? You can put some padding, or just use heavier fabric.
Okay, very good. All right, you show us how we do it. I'll just leave this
Just leave that off. We're going to show that later anyway. Bonnie, all I've done, first step, important, clip a hole in your fabric, and this is about a napkin size, so that you can put your cord through. Because if you don't...
I would forget that. Yeah,
and then you don't get any light.
Okay.
Bring up the edges, and with my rubber band bracelet, I'm going to bring this over the top, and just
like a ponytail.
Just like a ponytail.
Okay.
And let's pull up like we do in a ponytail, too.
Yeah. What kind of material do we use for this?
Just about the same as for a shade.
Okay.
Lightweight.
Same idea.
Same idea, so that it's not too bulky. And then after you've pulled it up and evened it out, can we cut this?
Okay. Now, would you ever make the base out of the material and then also put material on the lampshade, or do you think that's too much?
Sometimes I think that can be too much. You can tell if you use a plainer fabric, great, but I think in a print, and then of course you'd trim it off real close.
Oh, real close, much closer. Okay. Do we want to wash this fabric beforehand to get the sizing out of it?
No. In fact, for most decorating projects, don't wash, because that just puts in wrinkles and takes off the sizing.
All right.
So save yourself some time and headache, and don't do that. After we've trimmed it all up, then what we do is we cover the band with a ribbon or trim, and you have instant lampshade base.
Okay, now the other thing I've been noticing are the cords that we have. On that lamp over there, we have cords, or the cords are covered.
I call this sleeving the cover, and what's wonderful about it is you cover up a mismatched cord color.
So you're going to show us how to do that.
All we do is take a 4.5-inch wide piece of fabric, twice the length of our cord, fold it in half, right sides together, and with a real basic straight stitch, stitch half-inch seam. And then can you help me, Bonnie?
Yeah.
You're going to push this loop turner through, and you could use a ruler or a knitting needle, anything to turn it. This is kind of a nifty little notion here.
Neat. Then you
catch the end. I'll help you out there.
Yeah. Hook it. Do we need to match our cord with our lampshade?
No, you don't. You can. I think it's more important to match your table that it's on, or the...
There we go.
There we go. And then pull.
All right, just pull it inside out.
Pull it inside out.
Stick it on the cord.
And then stick it on the cord.
And we're ready to go.
Right. And this will be easier for everyone at home, because they won't be doing it on TV.
Yeah. Oh,
there we go.
There we go. Well, thank you so much. These are great ideas, and I can take that old yellow lamp and really do something great with it. Thanks a lot. It was wonderful. Coming up next, chemistry may make the world go round, but can you use it to clean stains? Our next guest can. Just wait and see.